Hi there, Mom.
Can't sleep, huh? I get insomnia too. I thought it would get better with you back, but still wide awake.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Kyla.
How did it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the Anthem bring you back?
I don't think the Anthem has anything to do with this.
Of course it does. Everything in this world happens because of the Anthem. And that includes you. So what did you see out there in the world?
Everywhere I went, there was an adventure. Saw all kinds of incredible things. Silenced lots of relics.
Just like you dreamed as a little boy.
The life of a freelancer.
Must have been so exciting. And from the looks of it, full of good food. You've put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I was busy being a freelancer, fighting the Dominion, saving people. Time flew. I didn't realize it.
Did you ask for a raise? That's too much for one freelancer. You could have been hurt.
Well, I'm careful.
I was thinking you'd gotten married, settled down. Didn't want them to meet your crazy mother, though I hoped you would someday. But when you got hurt...
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we... Forget it. It's nothing. The Anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right. The spy. Who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
That's a good thing about living on the edge of nowhere. You can leave your past behind.
I told Leighton that. He says it depends on what you've done.
Such as?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
If it was so bad, there should be consequences. Prison, something.
I understand why you feel that way. But he risked his life coming here. We couldn't punish him for it. If we did, nobody would ever defect.
You'd rather use them.
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No, but he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles, and our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do. Hi, Bryn. How are you holding up?
Freelancer. Good. You remember that sixth missing sentinel? The one we couldn't find in the mines? I've discovered a weak signal. Very weak, but it could be him.
I'll track him down for you.
With earlier losses, we're short-handed and... Oh, thank you. The sentinels appreciate... I appreciate it.
Heard on the radio some traders were passing through out there near Zen's hideout.
Hey, I am so glad you came in today.
Hi, Amal. What's up?
Thanks for asking. I want to run something by you if that's okay.
Do I have a choice?
See, that's why I value your advice. You're smart. Your suggestion for dealing with that aggressive lady was perfect. She told me she respects me now as a bartender.
That's great.
But now, I want to ask you about a woman who moved in across the lane from me. Her name's Karila, and she's really nice, and I kind of like her a lot.
So, what's the problem?
Okay, she says there's a package coming for her, and if she's not home, will I look after it?
What did you tell her?
Here's the thing, she's beautiful, but mysterious, so I never gave her an answer. What do you think I should do?
You're probably just nervous because she's pretty. I'd help her out.
Yeah, why not, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I was worried her friendliness and looks and dark, smoky eyes were affecting my decision-making.
They probably still are.
You are so right. They probably still are. Thanks for the advice. I'll let you know what happens.
You're welcome. Can I order now?
Ah, oh yeah, that's probably why you came in here.
If I found the signal, it's weak, but it's there.
I'll hunt it down. Striderport. It's overrun by scars.
Now that you're closer, I can use your javelins to better triangulate Andrew's position. Got it! Head into the compound. The signal is stronger there.
Won't be that easy. Compound has heavy defenses.
I guess we've got to get through them.
Working on it.
Andrew. You should be right on top of him.
He must be hiding.
Take down those hives. That's the last hive. Now for the scars. Keeping Andrew?
As good a lead as any.
Close now. Strongest readings yet. So many scars.
Probably guarding something.
I see Andrew. And a lot of scars.
I'll clear them out.
Dropped a key. It must be for the cage. Can you grab it?
Got the key.
Good. Now get rid of the scars and free Andrew. Scars are gone. Now get to Andrew. Andrew!
He's Scar-Eye. Wanted info on fort defenses.
Sentinels are on their way to pick Andrew up for you, Answer.
He's Scar-Eye still out there. gotta stop it now.
I will, Andrew. Help is on the way. Daddy Scar?
There is a strange energy signal near you.
Let's get this thing.
Agreed. The last thing we need is a chatty Scar leader with plans for the fort.
Anthem said the Ascari wanted to know the fort's defenses. What's its long game?
Ask it.
Are you serious?
Sure. Hello, my lord. I'd like to know your evil plan. Then kill it.
Uh-huh.
Team, we found the Ascari.
What fresh corpse follows me?
Corpse? Not likely.
It comes from the metal walls. It blankets itself in the fort.
Ask what it wants. I have a plan.
What? Tell us what you want, Ascari!
The alchemists fumble at Shaper relics. Damaris, the Ascari will make them work. Shaper's energy will gather. Swarms will feed. Metal, flesh, machines. Damaris will strip your force.
Great rabbits. It's actually telling us the plan.
We disperse.
Scar might be down, but that relic it was ranting about.
We'll find it. Together.
Good. And good work. Meet me back at the fort. We'll figure out what to do next.
Hey, Mom.
Hello. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we can't still have a memorial for him.
It's the strangest thing. The vase was gone. Someone must have stolen it.
I'm sure it will turn up.
I hope so. As your father, it's all I have left of him. And yet...
Something wrong?
Remembering your dad... Something about all this doesn't feel right.
This may sound weird, but I need you to trust me. This could be a good sign.
That I have a knack for losing stuff?
That you're realizing, well, what you thought was true isn't.
A vase?
Why is it so important?
Your dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
A broken heart. Losing you.
But what does that mean?
What do you think? You were our son. That day when you... No, please.
This is important. How did you lose me?
There's a memory. You were hurt.
I know it hurts, but I think you're in denial. Remembering what really happened could help.
I don't know if I can do this.
You can. You're strong. What happened?
It was a warm day. Fremont was hot that time of year. You were playing with your father, pretending you were a javelin pilot. He was roaring like an Ursix, chasing you. You were so young. Your little legs scampering around, so happy. But then...
It's okay.
The sirens started. Gunfire was everywhere. Someone shouted, "The Dominion are here." Then the explosions. I heard you scream. Ran over. Your father was bleeding, but you were under the rubble. Piles of concrete. I tried lifting it, but it was too heavy. You were yelling, "Daddy's hurt, help Daddy." I pulled him away. Then there was another explosion. The rubble collapsed, but you...
You can do this.
You... died. My brave little boy. You were supposed to grow up and be a freelancer. Fall in love. Become a man. But you never did. Because I couldn't save you. Can you ever forgive me?
It's better if you forgive yourself.
How can I? Your father. He died the next day. They took him away. I never got to bury him. Or you.
None of it was your fault.
I loved both of you so much.
You can't blame yourself for this.
But how can this be? How are you here, all grown up? Can the Anthem really do that? Kyla, what's happening?
I'm not, Kyler. You thought I was, but I'm just a friend trying to help.
A friend? But you said that Dad would want us to spread his ashes together? All those adventures you had, the incredible things you'd seen.
Have you heard the latest Crimson Lancer? Like cliffhanger? I can see you doubt me. Even the freelancer. Everyone doubts us. They're blind. Pity their ignorance. I see
Hey, Bren.
Oh, freelancer. Hello.
Everything okay? You seem preoccupied lately. It's not like you.
What? Yes. No, just distracted.
Talk to me, Bren. I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm writing
And it looks like it's troubling you.
I'm writing stories.
What?
No, for the love of all Gazics. Have you ever heard of the Crimson Lancer?
The radio show? It's one of Halleck's favorites.
You know it? Who's your favorite character? Wait, forget I asked. I don't want to ruin this already tenuous friendship.
So what does this have to do with your writing?
Sometimes the show just doesn't go the way it's supposed to. When my brain needs a rest from my work, I rewrite the show. Myself. So it's better.
But why not just add to it? Why change it?
I suppose. Things can't always go the way I want them to. Here or in the field. But when I rewrite the shows, everything goes exactly according to plan. My plan.
Does anyone else ever read it?
My work is very well received.
By whom exactly?
I have no idea. I post them on a board downstairs under a different name. I get the most appreciative letters from Crimson Dancer 69.
You've got to let me see them. They sound excellent.
If you find the board, you too can send feedback. Unless you think Anson dating Kista is a good idea, then I don't want to hear it. Oh, Freelancer. Great timing. I've been thinking about Shaper relics.
Where's this heading?
All that Shaper energy sloshing around keeps activating relics, or reactivating them. It never ends. We really need more experienced Lancers keeping them in check.
Should I just warm up my javelin now?
Well, if you have time to stop the Shaper menace.
Leighton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course. I'm sorry. I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
Whatever happened, it's probably worse in your mind than it actually was.
I wish that were true. For some things, there's no fog. It's all too clear.
Let's hear it.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents, strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth that I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize